Hello, English students. It's your teacher, Mr. Caberline. It is Sunday, March 29th, 2020. Tomorrow, we move into Monday, March 30th. We move into distance learning. We move into some online learning. I'm excited to see how this goes. I wanted to record a quick video to talk to you guys, let you know I miss you. Hope that you are healthy and safe right now. I know it's been a little bit of a topsy-turvy last few weeks, but hopefully we will be moving towards some learning and getting you guys on track here as we end the year with the fourth quarter of the 2019-2020 school year. Before I get into anything regarding how you're going to learn with HyperDocs and all of the specifics and ins and outs of our learning plan, um, I wanted to talk to all of my classes about three qualities that you and me, both of us, are going to need to have in order to be successful as we move into this distance online learning. So let's talk about those qualities. Number one, flexibility. The last few weeks have been an exercise in flexibility for me and I think a lot of your teachers and a lot of the administrators and principals. We're getting new info every day. And teachers have not taught like this before. Students have not learned like this before. We're all going to have to be flexible. There were multiple times last week where I was preparing a lesson thinking I was going to be allowed to use certain resources and do certain things. I put a lot of effort into it, and then a few hours later I get an email saying, scratch that, what we told you before. You're not allowed to do that. Or you're not allowed to use that. So it's required me to be flexible. And at times I've been frustrated, but I just wanted to mention this flexibility to you guys because it's going to require you to be patient and to be good problem solvers, and me to do that as well. So number one, we're all going to have to be pretty flexible. Number two, we're all going to have to practice our communication skills. What does that mean? We're going to have to use the resources we have to communicate. So email is a wonderful resource. Some of you have been using it really well. Others, maybe you're not as comfortable with it. But look at this as an opportunity to practice good email etiquette, skills you're going to need for the future. You're going to need to know how to write an email, how to address it properly and do those things. So now is the time to practice that. In addition to email, you have Google Classroom. I post a lot of different things in there. That's a great communication tool for us. And a third thing that's going to be happening is I'm going to be offering virtual office hours. So what that means is there is going to be an hour, 3 days a week, where I am going to be available to answer any questions that you guys have. Because we're not allowed to use video conferencing directly with you, what I'm going to do is I'm going to post a document that's shared in Google Classroom. All my 10th grade students, when I have 10th grade English office hours, can go into that document, type in a question. The thing that I'm going to say, because that document is visible to everybody, and because my answers then will be visible to everybody, you need to look and see if the question that you're about to ask has already been asked. Because if it has and I've answered it, then I'm probably just not going to answer your question. I'm going to say, look, in this document, I've already answered this. So you're going to have to be diligent and pay attention. But you have a few communication resources at your disposal. Do not succumb to assumptions, to rumors, or to just remaining silent. You need to communicate, and I will continue to communicate with you. Office hours that I mentioned a moment ago, when will they be? So for my 9th grade honors English classes, you will have joint office hours with me on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays from 1 to 2 p.m. For my 10th graders, 10th grade English academic, you guys will have office hours with me on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. Okay? All right. The third essential quality that we need right now is to take a big picture view. We're in unprecedented times in the history of our planet right now. And while there have been other major events and major illnesses and viruses and things like that, um, we have not, as a people, had the technology that we have now during one of those. So we have the ability to keep life moving right now, which is wonderful. And some of us need that just to distract us from the kind of pain and scary nature of what's going on. Um, so, what does that mean in regard to a big picture view? Some of you are very focused on school because of your grades. And right now is going to be a challenging time for those of you that are very extrinsically motivated. What does that mean? That means you're motivated by grades. Uh, if you are motivated by your grades, this is going to be tough because we might not have grades. You know, it's up in the air right now what's going to happen with that. What I'm going to encourage you to do is to embrace intrinsic motivation. What does that mean? That means that you're motivated to learn not because of a grade, but because you're actually curious and want to know what you're learning. So for 10th graders writing research papers, why would you need this skill? Well, this is the exact type of skill you're going to need on no matter what field you go into. You need to be able to read, analyze, support an argument, support a statement, and prove it true. For my 9th graders, you know, you guys are in book clubs. You're going to need to learn how to work together digitally, you know, and not being in the same room with each other. You're going to need to learn how to support each other, discuss something, politely disagree, politely agree, and build upon each other's arguments. That's the value of what we're doing. That's the big picture, intrinsic reason for learning rather than just grades. So, to recap, 3 things right now. Remain flexible, communicate, and take a big picture view. I look forward to guiding you through the rest of this year. Have a good rest of today.